Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a walkthrough of U.S. Army Post number 7. I'm playing it as a Tier 6 Infestation. You can also do them at Tier 5. But I'm going to show you how I normally go through it, and you can tweak as needed. Let's get started. Ooh. Take the bike up closer.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
The first thing, I normally just go ahead and park my bike over here. Okay. You can see where the last time it was that I did this. Looks like I didn't bring any with me. I can quickly take care of that. I get to where I don't carry wood around with me anymore. So for what should be obvious reasons, at this stage, you don't need it like you used to. Earlier on in the game, yes, you do need it. That and stone and your plant fibers as well. But so I'm not going to drop my whatever. Not going to drop them yet because as soon as I reset this thing, it would disappear anyway. So I normally come out here real quick because it's just kind of a standalone thing. And get the guy whoever's in here. Go ahead and get the sneak bonus. All right. Now we come back in here and set it up. Why do I put these wooden crates over here? Answer is actually pretty simple. Right down there is next to the cache of goodies at the end of the POI. Another good thing about this particular POI is that everything is compartmentalized. There's several different places that you can go. Yeah, I didn't really need that, but several different places that you can go, and depending on what is going on, you can go there. Now, first of all, I did bring extra ones here, and you'll see in a second, because there's a couple of different ways that I bypass the normal progression of the POI so that I can take advantage of machine gunning down a bunch of zombies. But back to the compartmentalization, and I'll go from left to right. Not all POIs do I need all of them, but yeah, we'll go from there. Actually, let's just go ahead. Make it easier to unload stuff as I get them. Like here, this building is where most of everything gets done. And I'm going to run around back. So on the back side of it here is where you enter and start clearing that building. However, there's plenty of times to where the storms come up before you're even ready to go in there. So it's because it's compartmentalized, you can easily go in there, do that, and then come back out here and finish this later. Actually, try to take care of what I can on the outside for those that I can see.
Master, we are not alone.
Oh. Did he come from up there? Let me look. Nope. I go ahead and use the Desert Eagle there, or Desert Vulture as they call it in the game, so that I can take advantage of the machine guns where they need to be used. I'm surprised I didn't aggro these guys. Normally the whole place empties.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
We got stuck in the floor. Sometimes there's something laying on the floor here. Okay, these are taken care of. Move on to the next one. I've already cleared that tower. I always come in near the side over here. Again, I didn't aggro everybody. Not a ton to loot in here, but normally you get a few foot lockers, and sometimes there's some cloth. And sometimes there's a locker. Check that. The barracks all have the same layout, basically. And before I go in the last one, hang on a second.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Go. Get that guy. Actually, that's fine. If I don't try and sneak here, or just do that, I'll probably get all of it. Now, if you're wondering why I'm mowing them down so easy, I do use the armor-piercing ammo. I hear something making noise. I've already got a better one. That's what I thought it was. Okay, let me take care of her first. Okay, she's on the other side of the wall.
My senses have picked up something.
I'll give her a few to bust through. Yeah, she's dying to make a ruckus. Not. Better get her before she talks. It's the other gal, it's the other one. Ah! Ugh. And aim worth a crap, apparently. I had the jump on her. Hopefully that wasn't enough of a scream to bring down more. Let me give it just a second. Actually, let me loot the outside of here ahead of time, just to kill time. And once I've done that, if none over here, then there's not going to be any over here. But usually in that building, I'm a lot more surgical with the way I take it out. Back to my sneak. I do use an agility build if you're wondering. If I'm really up close and I want to be more quiet, then yeah, I use the crossbow.
Master, we are not alone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Still in sneak. There we go. Stand up, turn the light on. Start looting. I will probably not make it through all of this before I have to go drop it off. And that's normally what happens. By the time I get to this building, I have to do it in 2 parts. Alright, more of them. Now, there's also one behind us. All right. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I forgot. My little drone, I have the level 6 nerd outfit. Good enough. Let me drop some stuff off. I'm so encumbered. Okay. Normally I'm not, so I don't know what happened. I'll go check on it. I've got the encumbrance mod. Here's what I'm gonna do. I've got the encumbrance mod that has the quad, the 4 of them.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, man. I didn't mean to aggro them. I usually do that last, but before I loot, let me go ahead and take the 4 out up top. See if there's one up here. Nope. All right. All you gotta do is go close to that door and it'll aggro the 4 of them. And I normally like to kill them out here as opposed to inside. because I want to be able to pick up the chairs, etc. when I go in. All of these goodies, I'm going to have to drop this stuff off before I go forward. There's always a dog in here, by the way. I mean, you saw me kill him right at the start, but this isn't one of those maybe things. Then you hit that switch to get into these two. There's usually something to loot in both ends, but nothing in the middle. And they don't do enough damage to come out. You know, you saw me kill them out there, but I could have come in here and took my sweet time and shot them through the bars if I wanted to. I'm already encumbered one. Now, some of that is also broke those down. We do it the easy way. Okay, some of those are being taken up by all this extra ammo that I brought. And I will need that in a few, so... What was that? Never mind. Could have brought that the first time. Okay, now did I get... I don't remember where I stopped off over here. Probably that. Yep. Thirsty.
How may I assist you?
Okay, this building is clean. Okay, normally, and I don't remember if I did that or not. Yeah, I did it right there. Normally, at least one of these things over here is going to have, is going to be lootable. And actually, what I'm going to do here is also, what do I do? I'm going to do this. I need more batteries. Higher level batteries. So figure I'd see this, and plus I need some engines. I see an engine over there. There's always a few down there. There's most likely going to be one up in that tower, but before we even get there, let's see where we're at.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
I'm still in sneak, by the way. I like hitting them in the chest first. It slows them down. Oh, yeah, you can't... There we go. On it. I think there's one more around the corner. I'll be able to see him from out in front of there, so. Okay, where you at?
Great to see you, Master.
All right. Swap out. There. 2 procs there. Oh, that one. Didn't hit him necessarily in the head. Well, I could have, getting that it's the armor piercing. But the sneak damage is what was really doing it. Got one right here. Should say that. Fill that up. And then the rest. Okay. Back here in these buildings, usually you hit one, you end up aggroing the whole place. So, but we will see. And you know, right now I'm all the way down. I've got my full set bonus, and I'm already at 72. So I'm actually not even gonna mess with it. Just here. Plus, sometimes you got bookcases back there, and you worry about making it to where you can't loot them.
Master, we are not alone.
So I usually go at an angle. That one's going kind of slow, so unless he's stuck. No, he's not. Okay. Taken care of. And a lot of times, if you just fire in here all of these extra little metal chairs, which is just free metal, you can't get, because you'd have to repair them before you pick them up, that kind of jazz. I can use that right now. I don't. Since it's a straight up recipe like that, I don't need to put on the nerd suit for that. Easy enough. Okay. Okay, I need to go in here, I believe.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
With the armor piercing, I like to try and line them up as best as possible. Yep. Take advantage of that little stagger that they have when they initially stand up. Already checked there. There's one back here and all of this. Now. Oh, there we go. I had the dang light on. Headshot's always weird on those things.
My senses have picked up something.
Okay, clear it out, clear it out. Let me go ahead. So far, we haven't had a storm, so everything's been going along great. Where's my little...
It is a pleasure to serve.
Here, dump that stuff off. Oh, I left my bike back here. Let me just bring it up front. Sleep. Oops, and pick him up.
How may I assist you?
Chances are I'm going to be using the 4x4 when I leave. Okay. Make sure my machine guns are full. Okay, now I normally take this in stages. This opening room and the side room usually does not have anything in it. If it does, then it's probably just some type of wandering mob that was out and about. Not that it's part of the normal POI. Okay, now this room is one of them. Now here, I tell you, we do one aggro in the whole room. Come on. Yep. Got that. Where we at on this? Now, this gets done in stages. This one. Now, normally you would hit that button, go around the outside, and then come in there. But I'm telling you, don't do that. You're going to get overloaded with mobs with nowhere to run. This is much easier. There we go. And this isn't what I'm talking about either. And what I'm talking about, you're getting ready to see. So, let's open up the door. That's in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in there a little bit. Some of it's on a delay. And then run back out. Run around there, close the door. and then meet them over there. Man, that came out quick. Yeah. Now, see, normally you go in there and you're getting mobbed by all of that if you go around the way that the POI wants you to do. And that sucks. And then you can either go through the whole POI or just cancel. All right. Now I'm going to go down a little bit. We're going to end up going out this door. Sometimes the zombies will come to this door and they'll do your work for you. But no, all right. Now you notice when I looked at them here, that one says interact, this one does not, which means, you know, in an easy way, there's no power to it. I mean, you can turn off the light and try and look at it, but really, if you mouse over and it's like that, there's no power. So you are free to loot, get your free steel. All of that. 1360, 120. Okay. Now, I'm going to go down first. The normal POI has you going up at this point, and I will show you where it is. But this is a little hack that I like to do. I do these 2 floors. Now, you've got that, which tells you, hey, we're not supposed to go that way. I actually use them to my benefit. Come down here. I'll get the stuff under the stairs first. Yeah, what are we doing? I keep switching back and forth between those two. Let me. Okay. Try not to get skewered here. Man, this drone is ticking me off. Can I get you over here?
Ready for duty. With pleasure.
Yeah, you stay there. You keep getting in my line of sight. Oh, and of course, I do that swap out, and now I need this. Okay. There. Make sure I'm full. Full here. There. Now, all I want to do is hit one and aggro them. Now you gotta watch out from behind you because they will come at you there too. Now for this to really work, you really need to have the drum magazine on both of them. I'm getting me some separation. I've got the running gun, so it allows me not to take a movement penalty. Oh. Heard that thing break. Next step is this. Come on. Okay, fill this back up. Okay, what the heck is that? He is most likely on the bottom then. back down there, and we're going to try and do another aggro in the same area. Now, what I should have done first was to get rid of this thing. And you know, those bodies are always there to slow you down. Okay, so we're done that, so I don't have to worry about that. See, can I see in there? There's big room over here that I really need to aggro. Well, that must have cleared out too. Okay, just so I don't get caught from behind, let me double check these all the way down to this room. Oh. Okay, so nothing in here, and these are cleared out too. Sweet, I got a really good pull on that first one. All right, let me double check. These are done. And eventually we're going to come back through and break that door down. But you'll see that here in a few. Look at it. Okay, it's getting close. Now, normally, if you just try and fight them in this room, you're going to mess up a lot of this stuff that you want to loot. Oh. Forgot my little guy out here.
Great to see you, Master. Yes, of course.
Not this. See, I already went through that and that. Now you're starting to see kind of where it was at. Actually, let me go ahead and drop the stuff off. Now, normally I have at least some zombies come over here, hop out, but they're not here, so got to do it ourselves. And it is almost 10. Me shape that so I can dump off the rest. All right, back down. Okay, I think I was in the middle of this. Now there's a whole other floor that we're going to do the same thing that we just did right here. So you can always do that before even continuing on to loot this stuff. And let's get the free cloth. Let's leave the hammer on there. And go for the cloth first. Goodies. Okay, we got all that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and loot this room, but I'm going to stop there. stop there, and then I will go up to the next floor and do the same thing.
Master, we are not alone.
Okay. Well, they got a second before they can get there. Now, this room actually is the final room of the POI. But you can do the same thing you did with the other one.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, before I do anything, let me make sure that thing's reloaded. That. That thing's not busted down. That means I haven't pulled the next set of people yet. Come on.
Incoming enemies, prepare for conflict.
Had to look behind me because remember, we opened up that front door. Okay, something's coming up the stairs. Now you're beginning to see why I brought so much extra ammo. I'll make sure I didn't forget to loot something up here. Okay. Oh, I'm running out of space. Okay. Let me see here.
All systems go. How may I help?
Let me just go ahead and do that. Try to get more procs of that. That didn't need that.
It is a pleasure to serve.
Yeah, I bet it is. Put that back on. Put that back here. Do that. Okay, now I can go up and get rid of it. 160, 120. I don't know if you saw it or not, but also on here,
Ready
just
for
as a
duty.
general rule, I keep extras. Hang on, I hear the bear. I don't know where he is.
Master, we are not alone.
Shit. Still broke my leg. Punk. Do I have any?
How may I assist you?
I don't think I need to keep more of them on here. That's all right. Let me see if I've looted any. If not, I'll just make a splint. And of course. There. Don't see a split or a cast. So I think it's duct tape and wood. That. And cloth. I hear you. Don't see you. And what I'm talking about, if you don't have much experience with the game, is a screamer. Got that yet? Okay. Take care of the broke part. There. Oh, yes. What did I just do? It looked like a... That's a second one, I think. Okay. Looked like I put up some ammo or something. Okay. Do that. I mean, I saw a deer in there, but... Okay.
My senses have picked up something.
There's usually two, so I'm trying to keep my eye out for that. Now, I'm not going to loot that room because I'm going to loot it when I go back through. What the heck was I at? Well, if I remember, I'll remember. I know I looted up to here when I was down here. Should have looked for... We're going to get a group of them come up here. Should have looked for some steroids so this broke thing wouldn't slow me down. Actually, I think I'm good.
Ready for duty.
Go ahead and get some smell on me. $60, $20. There we go. Ah.
Master, we are not alone.
We'll try to break out, but then there's one more out here. Good. Oh, they infected me somewhere. That's all right. I keep antibiotics in my drone anyway. Now, this isn't going to clear everything down here because there's a little room up and to the left that's going to have some stuff in it. Let's see, there's another example. Snake down. See if I can hit both. There we go. Armor piercing to the wind. Actually, these I got. You'd only need one, and after that, it's just you can either sell it or you can scrap this into iron. Oh, just making sure there wasn't anything up there I needed. Okay, all of those are not lootable. Coffee's always lootable. Now, I'm not going to go through here. This is where, if this hadn't been broke down, I would have broke it down. So, snake, come over here. There we go. Let me back up.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
There we go. See how much easier that was? I got the benefit of those little metal traps to help me in what I was doing. Whereas if you would have gone through that door like you're normally supposed to, you wouldn't have got that benefit. But you can see I was back far enough away, and that was just a deal to where they were all connected. So you can't pick them off one by one. You aggro one, aggro the rest. So, and I backed up just to prove my point on that that's exactly what it was, because otherwise there would have been no sound associated with it. Yeah, even though there's a silencer on it, they can still pick up on that if you're close when you do it. I've never seen anything in that room. I'm not going to start trying to figure it out now. Bluff. Now, other than pulling the last locked room, because the way we still got to go upstairs, but as far as down here in the main levels, yeah, we got it done. That particular one I just picked up is also sometimes the Red River supply. If you have a one that is to pick up here as well. Okay. Okay, I got it. I won't have to come back very far, but I'll remember where I'm at. Morning. Okay, come back out here. Okay, where did I stop? Right there? Yep. Double checking, there's nothing on top of there. Okay, right here. Okay. Get these 4. Well, there's one back here behind it. Got it? Now, right over here, that's where we opened up the deal. So all this is going to be empty because it emptied and came out to fight us. One thing to loot over here. Now let me look at the vending machines. Okay, that one I can pick up. Let's see, no, I don't need that anymore, this POI. I always get the vending machines that I can. It's just, it's free, you know, iron and steel. So you've got the forged iron, forged steel that you don't have to smelt just to get to. You're almost done. We only have one big mob to pick up still. Double check. Oh, there's something up there. Okay. I like to... Got it. You just have to be able to click on it. Once you've done that, even though you're down below, you will continue to loot it. So just got to jump up and do it. Okay, now this is a room where this is, but all the stuff right here is, that's what's going to spawn mobs. So let's see, you got that's loaded. Definitely. Oh, duh. Hang on, I went too far. That's loaded. That's loaded. Okay.
My senses have picked up something.
I'm coming at this angle because I don't want to have an issue with shooting anything that I otherwise would loot. Okay. Now, you see that it says clear infested area. We still haven't cleared it. Yes, because we've got a couple levels directly above us. Okay, we're going to do it like this. Save us some trips. We'll just pick up what we can. Oh. I don't remember what level drone I have. It may be like 4. Remember? That's what I wanted. Okay. Oop. Poochy pooch. Let me do this.
Great to see you, Master.
Oh, no, wait. Hang on a second. Let's just make sure. Okay. I don't think I unlocked the box there, so I'll have to do that. All right. All the way through. Here we go. No, I can do that. All right. Got them all? Okay. I'm actually going to dump this off. I'll do it all in one batch is what I'll do. Okay. Now, normally when you go through this POI, if you do it the way that they expect you to, then you come through like I did here. Do that. Kill this group in here. You would have hit the button to open the deal. You would have come here and got overloaded by what is... I mean, you saw were multiple mobs. And then you would go up. You would not go down. Because these are open.
Master, we are not alone.
There we go. You see all the red up there? Bad. All right. That almost became a problem. Now, nothing is needed out here on the... Well, sometimes there's stuff over here. Okay. Other than that, we can now go through and pick everything up. This door is, and the outside is just a mirror image of what the other side was. All right, now we should be going up to the last one. And if you wonder why I went into that corner back there, and when I got up here, instead of flying out here, because I didn't want to aggro what was out here. Because there's a bunch behind this wall, which if you go through it normally, you would deal with them. Because you will go around the building and come back in the other side. But the way I like to do this part is get them all at once. Come over here. Now you can sneak or do whatever, but it don't matter. Once you hit one, the rest of them are aggro. Now, right now they're trying to break through in that wall I showed you a second ago. Looks like one of them fell down, so I got to watch out for them coming back up. Sometimes you can get them to come through here. Let's get that started. Well, I can hear the vulture up there still. Came in there.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Yeah, normally they don't come in up here. They will either bust a hole in this wall that I showed you over here, or they'll come through here. I think there's only 2 left. Okay. Come through here. There's actually some stuff up here. Now, there's a hole right there. I'll show you where, if you went through it, that you could drop down. So then you would come over here and then come in here. There's always some meds right there on that corner. And then right there. Now, that hole that I showed you on the roof would drop you down right here. Let me clear this up. Clear this up, clear this up. Now you'll notice that the clear infested is now done. But if you normally do it the way you're supposed to, you would open this up, and this is what would give you access to the basement. All the way down here. And then you see this is where you would come out. Right here is where we chose to deal with them. But you can see it's kind of hard to retreat. You'd be in a bad spot if all of that came and got you right there. All of that door would have been closed. All of that would have been closed. All of it. You would, and then you would have had these here and essentially nowhere to retreat. So, that being said, let me see here. Easiest way out. Oh, come here. Give me some meds.
Ready for duty.
Now, the only thing left really to do is to load up 4x4 and head on back. But that's how you would do this POI. I found it to be the most efficient, and now it looks like I'm going to be sitting here for a while because of the storm. So, appreciate you watching this, and I will catch you in another video.